Welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin price review today, show you what I see, something interesting that I want to show you on the Pi cycle indicator. We're going to take a deep dive into that. If it's sounding interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Let's just quickly take a look at the market, see what's going on. So we've got $21,000 Bitcoin at the time recording this. Let me refresh it just to make sure. It's going to probably change into British pounds. Oh no, yeah, changed over. About $21,000, 18,000. ETH is at 1,400. We're seeing a slight dip, nothing major. You can see over the 24 hours, 0.2%. Tether, 0.1. How does Tether? It's supposed to be pegged. Anyway, take a look at this because this is really important. And I've seen something in this chart right here, the Pi cycle chart, that I want to share with you. And before I go any further, I need to let you know this is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. The Pi cycle chart is based on calling the tops of the markets. And I showed you this about 8-9 months ago when I believed that we were hitting the top. I actually remember specifically this one. Get it out. This one here back in November? April, my bad, because we had a November 2nd top. So we had a double top, but I remember this one because when it happened, I said to you guys that, it's just crossed, the Pi cycle just flashed that this is apparently the top. Could be a good time to take profits. I didn't take profits. I held on, fell down, saw high. We saw more altcoins pump, took some profits then, but it could have still been a good time. So what I like about this Pi cycle is that it's quite precise at calling the tops. But what I noticed is that there's some interesting resemblance in support and resistance with these lines. What do I mean? Well, if you take a look at the red line, but first of all, let me help you understand how the Pi cycle works for those that are new. Whenever you see the red line come up towards the green line and have a cross, as soon as we see it cross, if I zoom in, you see there was a cross right here. As soon as you see it cross, it marks the top of the market apparently, right? And then obviously it comes back down and then they separate and then we wait for the next cycle to come up and cross again, which is what we're waiting for. But what interests me the most is this. And you can see how the price of Bitcoin was using it as some form of support and resistance. What do I mean? So, when it broke these green and yellow lines here, look, when it tried to come back above back in 2018, it came up, got rejected, fell down. Came up, got rejected on the red line, fell down. See it? Up, we had a little slight peak, rejected, come down. And we were rejected by this red line for a long time. This red line, the Pi cycles, I think it's number, let me just see, because, they have specific numbers that you import. Is it the red one? I think it's 111. 111 moving average, or it might be the long MA, it might be this one, the 350 moving average. We never look at those sort of averages. We look at the 20 moving average or the 21, we look at the 50 week or the 100 day, 200 week, but we don't look at these odd numbers. So it might be interesting to pay attention to them. Now let me show you something. I need to go right back to the past for you to understand. Because I want to help you understand something, what's going on in my brain here. Actually, real quick, let me just really thin it out. I want to know, where are we right now? Are we like in these circles here where I pointed? What's this? Like you're picking it up. Are we near enough at the bottom, about to break and see a new all-time high in the future, new bull cycle and whatnot? That's what I want to try and work out of you. And in order to do it, we need to look back. So actually, let's start with this one. I was going to go further back. Let's start with this one. So like I said, where are we right now in this situation of 2022? Because if you look closely, we came up to this red line, got rejected from the Pi cycle red line and have come back down, right? Most people would say, we're in a rising wedge, because I was calling it a falling wedge, a rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern where you have, price action go between two lines like this. And then eventually it breaks out and it's usually a bearish pattern and it falls downwards. But, taking all these different indicators and different markings away, you're just seeing it plain, clean and simple. You're just seeing the price come up to this red line on the Pi cycle and get rejected, like what it did many other times in the past. So taking these, rising wedge, falling wedge, a bearish flag all the way, you can see clearly what's going on here. And this is why I like looking at it. Now look in the past. We came up to the red, look, got rejected. Are we here? Are we seeing something like this where we've just come up, got rejected, we're going to keep getting rejected and then collapse even further? Because many people still think that we haven't seen the bottom yet. I believe we have. I believe we have seen the bottom. But, this is open for suggestion to you guys to decide what you believe. Are we here right now in this circle here where we're going to come down and then eventually capitulate, go down to like $10,000? Or are we here? And I really take a good look at this because, like I said, if we've seen the bottom, we've had a rise up, fall down, rise up. Are we seeing something like this where we've had this rise up to the red line and then we fell straight back down? How far down did we come? About 11% drop since it hit the red line. 11% drop down. And then is it going to test it, break through it, and absolutely go parabolic? If this is the case, then you best prepare yourself. Now let's take a look at the past and see what happened, because this has happened a few times. It's not like a fluke. Look what's happening every single time we break this red line and the green line on the pi cycle. We break it, we come up, look, a little peek through. Some people call it a fake out. It's like, oh, you came up, we're back down again. Came up, look at the rejection levels, guys. This isn't a joke. It shows it clearly. Comes up, gets rejected at the red line, falls straight down. This marked the bottom. Right down here, look, and I'm going to get this arrow and move it like this. This marked the bottom. If this was the bottom and then it came up to this red line and got rejected, where are we? Are we here waiting for another further collapse down to $10,000 in the future where we are now? Or are we down here? We've already seen the bottom. We've come up. We've rejected this red line. Now we're waiting for another one to come. That was a fake out. But when it did finally break, look what happened. Held it as support. We went on a massive parabolic run. Look at the support. Bouncing off it like a bouncy castle. I don't mean to say it like that. I'm just saying, like, you can see. Look at the support. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce, just bounce, baby. I'm thinking of Busta Rhymes on my head. Bounce. Remember that? What's that movie? Step Up 2. Bounce. I don't know. Bounce. Okay. Let me go to this. I can't help it. I'll get into it. Where are? It's okay. Where are we right now? I can't help it. If you like it, subscribe and whatnot. Anyway, where are we now? I think that we might be somewhere like this. I think that, me personally, think we might be somewhere here like this, coming close to breaking and starting to see a new rally. I might be wrong. I can't 100% confirm that this is what's going to happen. But from the look of things, we came down, we had this rejection here, which could have signified the first circle of yellow. Then we had the massive drop down, and now we came up, got rejected off this line here. Remember I said the last one fell about 11%. How much have we fell so far in this one? So from here down to here, a bit more, about 15%. If Bitcoin's price, and I want you to seriously pay attention to that, because if Bitcoin's price comes up and starts to break this line and then it shoots right through it like this, I'm telling you now, you're going to see some serious bullish action, because, and if it can hold support on it again, like what we've seen, but every time it holds support, it bounces off it. See it? So if we can hold support, you may have seen the bottom. We could be looking at a new bull rally, because here's the thing as well, like when you think about the bull market and bear market, people go, when's the bear market, when's the bull market? When you look back at 2018, no one thought the bull market started here. When you look right back, no one thought it started here. People were waiting for it to come up to like this price here, reaching old highs of $20,000. The bull market started now. Oh, we're up. Nah, the bull market started right back here when we had the bottom. And then from the bottom, we never went lower ever again. This was the bottom. Then all we did was go up. We came up, fell down, came up. See, so this is what I'm looking at. I'm keeping my eye on this pi cycle. I'm going to leave it here. It's just a different type of analysis using something that is actually quite giving strong evidence of support and resistance. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. I'll keep you up to date on this one and we'll see what happens. If it crosses this line and then we see prices pump like crazy, I'm going to bring this video ASAP and just to show you how similar it looked. Just so you know here, this one, when it broke the red line, it was trending sideways a bit and then it had a sharp pump up. let's have a look at what it did in the past before I go. So with this one, it was just like a curve, because you had this fake out, it came up, fell down, then it had a curve straight up, and it hit this sort of green line and got rejected and fell back down. Notice as well, look, green line down, look, see, green line down, green line down. If it breaks the green line, I was supposed to be going. If it breaks the green line, my God, that's when serious euphoria kicks in. Look at that, because it broke the green line at back in the past, 1,700. Where did it break the green line here? It broke the green line here at 20,000, which, funny enough, was 21,000. Let's come back. Yeah, about 21,000, almost around the time of the last top. So when it breaks the green line, it is serious parabolic, $20,000 to $70,000. Let's see what happens in this next cycle, because right now the green line's right up here, $80,000. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, and where's my thing here? Look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.